Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Sphere Rocket Virtual Assistant's YouTube channel. My name is CK, and today we have an awesome guest with us. He's actually one of the hired VAs here at Sphere Rocket. So I would love to introduce you guys to Melvin. Hi, Melvin.
Hi everyone.
How are you today?
Well, definitely great.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Okay, Melvin, so let's get this started. Can you please say your name and how long you've been working with your client here at Sphere Rocket? And yeah, just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Sure. Yeah, my name is Melvin. Everyone calls me Melvin, and I've been working with Sphere Rocket with my client for 3 months. Actually, this is a blessing for me because I've been asking for this for a long time, and it basically happened. And I got hired on my birth date, and I started working on my birth date. So definitely, it's a blessing from who's up there. So yeah, it's definitely great. We are well equipped before we even talk to our client. Sphere Rocket definitely knows how to, make us ready for the battle that we're going through.
Yes, exactly, Melvin. And can I please ask, what type of VA are you? Are you a video editor, a real estate virtual assistant?
Well, I am first a real estate virtual assistant, and also I'm an executive assistant. Sometimes I am a transaction coordinator. It really depends upon the scenario.
And to the people watching, can you please explain just a little bit about your day-to-day tasks, just so they have an idea of what you do?
Well, normally first you need to be prepared like 30 minutes before your shift because you want to report to your client the latest things that you have on your email. Second is on their side, you need to check the calendar. What are the things that you need to remind them? If there are documents that is pending, you need to work on that immediately. That's the first thing. After that, most of the time I do have a talk with my client. We exchange words, but most of the time we are not just talking about the business. We work as a friend. I don't really feel that I'm actually working with my client because he talks to me like just an acquaintance, and I don't really feel that I'm working. It's just like me happy of what I'm doing, learning stuff. Us here in the Philippines, we don't really talk about real estate and everything, but as me working in this kind of industry, I tend to learn stuff, and sometimes I tend to incorporate that in my real life as I've learned those terminologies and everything. So the whole day it will go that way. My client will be asking me some things that I need to work on, and 100% that since we are, as I mentioned initially, that we are fully equipped, we can do that sometimes in just a single snap.
Amazing. And it's really, really great to hear that you have that type of relationship with your client, because I think that's what makes having this sort of job important. Like, you have that fulfillment that happens because you're not just working like, I'm like an employee, this, that. You establish a relationship, and they don't make you feel that way, as like what you mentioned, he's like a friend, he talks to you like an acquaintance. So that means like he values you and what you do for his business. I love that.
Right, definitely.
And Melvin, moving on, I just want to ask you, you kind of answered it already, but I still want to ask you, what's your favorite thing about working for your current client now?
Well, as you mentioned, that I already answered that, I really don't feel that I'm working. It's just like a hobby that I am doing routinarily. I mean, my body is not asking me that you are working. Sometimes my body knows that I need to wake up, be prepared. It's like something that I need, not really must to do, but I need to do because I'm just happy of doing it.
I love that. And Melvin, now can you please share, were there some struggles? Sorry.
Well, definitely there is. I don't want to sugarcoat that there's nothing, of what I'm doing, especially on my first weeks. Um, I tend to not perfectly do something, but I'm trying because that's what I promised my client, that I'm a very detailed guy, and there are things that he will be asking that I really don't know. But to answer your question, I'm a kind of person that I will tell you that I don't know the answer, but that doesn't stop me of knowing what is the answer. So yeah, that motivates me of being challenged, and I really love being challenged. Even today, there are times that I'm doing, a little mistake, but that doesn't mean that you're not that good. It's just that you need to be better on a daily basis.
Exactly that. And that just proves that you have the diligence and that you have the dedication to just continuously learn, because even our clients, even the people that we work with, our team leaders, all of that, they're not perfect too. So they're making their own little mistakes. And it's important to have that type of mindset, Melvin, that you have, which is so important. That, yeah, we do make mistakes, but there's always room for improvement and there's room to be better. So that's great. And now, Melvin,
Right.
moving on to the next question. Since I mentioned a while ago, about the struggles in the beginning, how was Sphere Rocket there for you? Especially as a support.
Well, like what I've mentioned, even I'm not speaking to my client yet, you are there. Never had a time that I think that I'm just alone, though I'm just working alone here in my house. I never felt that I, I have no one to like lean on, or I don't have someone to ask question to. There are webinars, there are conference, and this kind of things, Zoom meeting that I get to have a chance of knowing other VAs, especially those experts, and been working in this kind of industry for a long time. I could definitely ask them with no question asked of them not responding. In just a matter of 1 or 2 minutes, you will be seeing on your communication medium that they are already typing their answer. So, well, it's great that this is not the kind of typical corporate environment that I have been working previously. So, well, though it is just you working at home, but you really can feel that you're just working at home because you can feel everybody's just at your back.
Aw, super awesome. And I totally agree with that. Even though we are working here by ourselves, like also me, I'm at home, it doesn't feel that way because of the community
Right.
at Sphere Rocket. And it's our co-workers, our mentors, they always make us feel like they're just one message away, like what you mentioned.
Right.
So I agree with everything that you actually talked about. So moving on, actually, this is kind of my favorite question. How did Sphere Rocket VA improve your life, Melvin?
Well, a lot. It's just 3 months that I've been working with Sphere Rocket, but it definitely changed a lot. First, I get to pay all my debts. That's number one. Number two, I get to have a chance of getting my own property, which I am doing right now. I've already been paying, and as you mentioned that, as I mentioned that I'm working with a real estate business. There are terms that these people are using in our side that they might think that us normal Filipinos doesn't know, but definitely I know because of what Sphere Rocket taught me. And yeah, it's a great adventure, and I don't want to just throw this adventure away from me because I love what I'm doing. It's an adventure that you don't feel like you are working. It's an adventure that you don't want to stop. Until you get up to the top. Even I can feel that I'm already a successful VA or already on the top. I think there is still a higher mountain that I can step up onto, so I could be a better and a more successful VA after.
Yes, yes, and I can tell that you have a long, long journey ahead of you, and we never know, we never know what blessings and opportunities will come as long as you keep doing what you love, as long as we keep
Mhm.
pursuing our passion, and that we're happy with what we do, which is the most important thing, I think.
Right.
And Melvin, this is just a short interview. We're actually down to our last question, which is
All right.
what is a message or advice that you want to give to applicants who want to try and apply here in Sphere Rocket, but they're scared, they're having self-doubt, and they don't know if they should even try it? What would you like to tell them?
Well, two things that I want to tell them. First, you know yourself. If you know that you can do it, definitely you can. If you know that you can't, still there's a way. So that's number one. You need to learn how you can be that person so you can be that person. Number two is just be yourself. You know that you learn yourself. Just express what you need to say, express what you need to do, and definitely everything will follow.
Yay! Thank you so much for that lovely advice, Melvin. That's actually it. I wanted to say a big thank you for your time. I know that you're also busy, that you're also having your
Mhm.
own task, but you still made time for Sphere Rocket, for this short interview. So again, we're very, very grateful and we're very blessed to have you here at Sphere Rocket. Thank you.
All right, thank you, CK.
All right, have a great day, Melvin.
And
Goodbye.
so to you.